With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson options out left. And right away he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
13.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This time, Jackson will throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
to throw is Jackson. That is caught with Rashad Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 81 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of their home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
Sanders. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quentin Johnston, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead. His 1st career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
On first down, here's Judkins. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
Let's go. 65.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. A nice little juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Ready.
A gain of 12.
19, 18.
First down.
Here's Sanders. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Cougar 19. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Throwing, Sanders. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard
The
line.
handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's got get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
to throw now. Here's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and solo moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go. Go.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens will take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on. Come on. Hey.
Sanders to throw. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he goes out right around the 39. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders going to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, here's Shadur. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To get the offense off the field, they're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders throwing quickly to Wilson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. He had 15 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's got his first of the new season right now. The Packers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the veteran, Cooper Kupp. He'll take this in for the touchdown. He's found the end zone twice in the first 2 quarters. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And here, Tua gonna get this one to Devon Achane. A 34-yard touchdown pass. 14 all the score at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, We just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game. In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Once again, Jenkins breaks through the contact. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throw right side, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
An inside run for Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Come on. Hey, Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Open man, the tight end Fannin. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin with now his second touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they run the option on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Ronnie Hickman there charging in from the secondary to drop him.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Sit hard! Sit hard!
Throwing is Jackson. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
Good for a Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zayflow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
They will start this drive with 4. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, they turn to Ford. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Ford. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
18 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
Alert! Let's go
First
now.
and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Ford. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Go! 70, Timberwolf. Drop 60. Drop 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let go.
Throwing, Sanders. Throw, but incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
There he goes again. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready.
On third down, here's Jenkins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try it now with Jenkins, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Browns, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.